A man burdened with worldly responsibilities asked, "What place does duty hold on the path to inner joy?" Sri Yogananda replied, "To live irresponsibly is to live for the ego, not for God." The greater a person's emphasis on ego fulfillment, the less his awareness of true joy. To fulfill one's duties in life may not be easy, and it may not always be immediately enjoyable. Attaining divine joy is a long-term proposition. Man must discharge his duties in life, and not avoid them, if he would attain freedom in eternity. Men of success are those who have nerve enough to make an indelible blueprint in their minds of whatever they wish to build or produce upon this earth. They then employ as the financiers their creative ability, as the builders their willpower, as the carpenters their detailed attention, and as the laborers their mental patience, and thus materialize their dream. You are unhappy because you do not visualize strongly enough the great things which you definitely want, nor do you employ your willpower, your creative ability, and your patience to materialize them. Happiness comes with your ability to manifest first your smallest desires, and later your biggest dreams. You must be careful not to harbor impractical ambitions in your life and, consequently, spend your years wading through the mire of poverty and sarcasm from family and friends, as you chase a rainbow trail. Make mental blueprints of little things, and keep on making them materialize until you can make your big dreams also come true. Be happy in the definite accomplishment of the small successes, and then you will know how to be a happiness millionaire when, later, you materialize the big dreams of your life. Unhappiness is caused by failure. You can create permanent happiness for yourself by letting nothing ever disturb you on your forward journey to success. There are no obstacles, there are only opportunities. Yogananda wrote the following essay to support Henry Ford's idea of replacing the 6-day workweek with a 5-day workweek. Man is a spiritual and a material being. He ought to develop himself spiritually by inner discipline, but he must be materially efficient by developing his business faculties. The masters of India believe in directly developing the inner faculties of willpower to fight temptation, and of feeling for serving fellow beings. Since God has given us hunger, and since we have a physical body to look after, we must have money earned honestly and scientifically by serving the right needs of our fellow beings. Business life need not be a material life. Business ambition can be spiritualized. Business is nothing but serving others materially in the best possible way. People label those stores that start out with only the idea of making money, money-making dens. But stores that concentrate wholly on serving customers with the best articles at a minimum cost are the ones that will always succeed, and that will advance the moral development of the world. I will never forget the remark of a fine salesman in a large shop where I was selecting an overcoat for myself. "Sir, I am not trying to sell you something. I am trying to find out exactly what you need." He knew I could buy a $200 overcoat, but he sold me a $60 one that exactly suited me. I was pleased to get what I needed at a reasonable price. He secured in me a permanent customer for his store. If he had sold me the costly overcoat, I would never have gone back there again. In this way, people should spiritualize their business ambition by thinking of serving the proper needs of their fellow beings. Man should make money also for the sake of creating philanthropic institutions to serve public needs. When one makes a great deal of money by making others prosperous, and again uses that wealth for helping others to help themselves, that is spiritualizing ambition. Wealthy parents who leave too much money to their children choke the development of self-earned evolution, success, and happiness. I agree with Mr. Henry Ford in helping people to help themselves and not in humiliating, slave-breeding charity. Only by having ambition crowned with the ideal of service will materially ambitious people find a spiritual reason for making money. Without ambition, we cripple our faculties and thus hinder the progress of humanity. One reason why Oriental peoples have been more spiritually inclined is because they have taken life more easily, refused to convert themselves into business automatons, and have had more time for contemplation. Of course, many Orientals use their leisure for feeding lazy habits instead of spiritual realization, but as a rule, the Oriental people have an awakened spiritual perception. Our Western brothers have used their time in developing only the material and intellectual factors of life. They are too busy to enjoy the fruits even of their material labor, or to know much of peace, relaxation, and bliss. Many Western brothers are enslaved by their less important engagements and forget their highest engagement of blissful God contact. The Western brothers must make time. Though their struggle for a livelihood is greater, due to their colder climate, still, by their extensive use of machinery, they have an advantage over their Eastern brethren. They can thus save time to be used, less for dancing and amusements, and more for the deeper studies of life. Business activities and money are for the comfort of man, but blind greed for them must not rob him of his happiness. 6 full days and nights of machine-like existence, and part of one day only for spiritual culture, are not balanced. The week should be allotted to work, amusement, and spiritual culture. 5 days for making money, 1 day for rest and amusements, and 1 day for introspection and inner realization. Man must have some free time to find himself. 1 day a week. Sunday is not enough, because it is his only holiday. He wants the day for rest and is too tired to meditate. With a 5-day work week, as proposed by Henry Ford, people could use Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday to get away from the noisy city environment and thus increase their longevity. The Chicago chief of police said that if city noises were eliminated, man's longevity could be increased by 11 years and his nervous system calmed down. Almost every family in America nowadays can afford an automobile, and with it, they can get out of the cities on weekends and refresh themselves in peaceful retreats in nature, living the double life of a hermit in the woods and a warrior in the field of worldly activity. It is extremely necessary that the 5-day week of Henry Ford be carried out by all business concerns. Truth-loving, real-world patriots should cooperate by giving working people Saturday, a day for amusement and relaxation, and Sunday, an exclusive day for developing habits of meditation, seeking spiritual fellowship, and experiencing the highest good, the God bliss within. The 5-day working week plan is extremely desirable and necessary in order to give people more time to enjoy nature, simplify their lives, enjoy the true needs of their existence, get to know their children and friends better, and best of all, get to know themselves.